What's up, everybody? I'm Virtual Shepherd. Welcome to episode 2 of Stardew Valley. This right here is a cozying farm simulator game where you leave your corporate job to go start a new life in this cozy little town called Pelican Town or village. I can't exactly remember. One of you guys commented below. That being said, this is going to be, you can see I had a farm. I only got to essentially year 2, but the thing is, something happened where the game was left on and it kept bringing me to year 3. So instead of fixing that, we are playing a new save together, which is great because I'm still a noob. And it's called Shepherd's Farm. For those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Virtual Shepherd. This is a Christian gaming channel where we not only play video games such as this, but we also talk about Jesus. We talk about what it means to be a Christian, and we ask and answer the hard questions like, does God actually love me? Do we really have salvation when we believe? Is God even real? If God is so great, why do horrible things happen? We're here to answer it all. But first, we have a game to get started. Let's see here. Let's get this going. So we are on day 6, Saturday. We have our pupper here. And let me remember what I named him. Skipper. So that's Skipper. I gotta remember this. So Skipper here is our trusty dog that we... Oh. Hi there. Good morning. Oh, this is Clint. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's good. If you want to get the most out of the ores you find, you'll need a furnace. Just so happens I had an extra set of blueprints lying around. Here, I want you to have them. What a very gentlemanly thing for him to do. Learn how to craft a furnace. I was literally wondering last video, how do you do that? But I guess it's part of the story. The furnace allows you to smelt metal bars. You smelt it, you dealt it. Just kidding. The bars can be used for crafting, construction, and tool upgrading. Real quick, I'm going to check the volume. Oh, whoa. That's like we're non-stop. Okay, so I can turn up the game audio a little bit. That's good to know. If you guys want me to turn it up in the future, just let me know. Because I'm not hearing what you guys hear. I literally have to just pull it up on my phone. Here, let me... I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. Alright, I think the sound is pretty good. At least for my phone, it's good. I imagine if I'm too loud or anything like that, you guys can just turn it down. But I hope that... you know, it's good in your ears. Well, okay, I'm heading home. Take it easy. That was nice of Clint to do that. And look at this, it's raining, so we're good today. Dear Farmer Jay, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw material and pay a fee, I can expand your house. Continued on next page. The first expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipe you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Hey, Thomas. Good to see you. Alright. Oh, we got another letter. I've got some new items in stock. A deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. You can use bait to make fish bite faster. Hope to see you soon, Willie. Another letter? I see you've been exploring the old mine. You've got the adventurer's spirit. That much I can tell you. I can tell. If you can slay 10 slimes, you'll have earned your place in my adventures guild. Be careful, Marlin. Alright, so we are starting day 6, and we have had Clint this morning give us the recipe for the furnace. And then we've had these several letters, one from Willie and Marlin. Oh, and Robin. Alright, so starting our day, let's look at our crops. They're looking pretty good. I feel like, yep, we can make a scarecrow now, which is going to be essential as we move forward. So let's take one of these. What was the rest of it? I vaguely looked at it. So the fiber, I believe it was the wood. There we go. So let's put this right here. Hopefully it'll protect our crops. I know, right? This is us figuring life out. And I don't have to pull out my watering can because it's raining. So we can leave that be. What I'm going to do now that we have the community center available, I'm going to put my mic up a little bit. I want to start getting the necessary tools to start fulfilling those little requests in there for the little people. I don't even know what their names are. They're cute. So we have a leek here, and then we have the parsnip. We need one of each of these from the seasons, the foraging stuff. So we'll go down south, and we also need to, I need to remember, we need to rid ourselves of all the stuff in our yard because it's not going to help us. So stuff, what is this? Oh, look at that. So that, oh, there must be something, the big tree stumps there. But we want all this out because it's going to, oh, okay, we need a stronger pickaxe. It's going to get in our way. Oh, shoot, we got an ore, or a geode. You found a geode. The local blacksmith can break it open for you. Who knows what might be hidden inside? Whoops. I guess that works. We're slowly but surely making way in our little farm. Alright, I'm going to keep going down. I feel like I always find foraging stuff over here, so that's my goal. We want one of each. Oh, look at this. The creme de la creme of areas. And we might find some more onions. Surprisingly, I found some over here the other day. So it looks like we're good there. We have some onions. The next, I don't think that onions are necessarily part of that goal. I think more so it would be the daffodil. I can't remember what the other one is. The horseradish for sure. Now I know that fiber is needed for scarecrows. I'm not turning up any of these. Okay, nothing so far. We'll have to keep looking a little bit, but that's alright. Hey Thomas, how's the volume? The game versus my voice. I want to make sure that it's not sounding rough. I remember one time, this was so dumb. I remember one time I live streamed a long time ago and it was muted for like 20 minutes. Probably one of the stupidest things I have done. on my live stream. Besides showing some personal information on there, I had to delete that whole live stream. It was a whole connection. Ah, look at this. We found one. Hey, I was going... Oh, hold on. There we go. I was doing my nightly rounds and noticed that your first parsnips was ready. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And let's get that geode worked out. Anything... Oh. I thought it'd be something good. Okay. You know what? It's alright. So go right there. This is some kind of income we could have. I wonder how random the foraging items are, because gosh, this thing is getting caught. I do find them, and it feels seemingly random areas. Look at that. So many fiber. There was a little bit of seeds in there too, so that was pretty good. I don't imagine anybody's going out in the rain, so this is going to be empty. Oh, there's a bunch of grass over here too. Even worse, it was the phone number. I was using my personal computer. I was signing up for I think it was, because I was in college at the time, I think it was a grant. And you have to put your phone number in for the grant. And yeah, it popped up when I was trying to show literally a Bible verse. And bam, that was it. Alright, I don't think I'm going to find anything else right now. I had a good feeling about finding some new things, but you know what? It's okay. We can go exploring the caves. We're only on 5. Yeah, it was rough. Because you know, I can't say I didn't get some prank calls there. But my number has changed since, so it's fine. Whoops. Oh, these little things. Those little things are tricky little buggers. The only reason I'm going deeper into the mine is because this area seems to have a lot going on. Like look at all these torches. I'm taking this home. And I have that already go. Earth things? I'm gonna need a new sword. Oh, the little ground things? I've found some pretty good loot early game with those little guys. Let me see it. I'm gonna find it here. I feel like when you go in this dirt, it'll just pop up. Alright, I'm gonna head out. There's nothing here. I don't mind grabbing the rocks too. It's not bad. Oh, can't forget these. I think I forgot some back there, but time is of the essence. There literally isn't enough time. Yeah, no problem. Oh, and is there one of those little guys here? Let's see, how much is this? So we need 20 copper. That'll be nice, and 25 stone. So we'll need that forge in order to upgrade our stuff. All the stones. This sword is insanely weak. I actually found a high-level sword pretty early on from a crate or something like that. Well, my first play, which was nice. And look at that, there's already a staircase here, that's insane. So that's 13 copper, 15. What stage am I? Oh, 8. Okay, we're actually doing pretty good here. Wow, really good. We can keep going. I'm gonna skip you. Oh, I love this music. It's so cool. Do you use the slingshot a lot? I've never used a slingshot. Is it easy to use? Oh, look at that, more geodes. Ten slimes for a slingshot? Oh shoot, I didn't even see my energy. What am I throwing away? Get into the Adventurers Guild. Oh, 10 slimes. I see what you're saying. Ah, okay. I'll do that then. Then we can guess. Oh, there we go. Done. And now I have enough for the furnace. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have built that now. Crap. You know what, there's not that much wood, it's fine. The stairs to the 10th floor is right there, so I'll be fine in that regard. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Okay, now I can enter that. Use your furnace to smelt a copper bar. Reach level 40. Rat problems. Investigate the community center. Oh, it finishes. Oh, there we go. Some money. Seaweed. Oh, this is the final day. I don't... Oh, gosh. There's no way I'm going to get that in time. Sounds like a squishy fart. Ooh. Please be a sword. Oh, you know what? I will take it. We have coal already. A little bit of defense and immunity. That was well worth the trip, and we can take off now. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of those bugs, especially the ones that harden, and then they turn into the other ones. Yeah, those are annoying. Okay. 14 out of 1,000 slimes. Duggies. Oh, that's what they're called. Duggies. Cave insects. Let's see what this guy says. Come back when you've got something to show me, kid. What is that thing? Oh, look at this. Wooden sword. Femur. Let's beat someone with someone else's femur. Yep. There's not a lot of swords you can get here. Rusty swords 2 to 5, 3 to 7, 6 to 11. I'm not in that dire of a need right now, so I'm not gonna push it, but that is something I will have to get into. The fly bugs are so annoying. Agreed. There is that cave with in the desert where it's how do you say it? Oh, I was gonna go to the. Actually, let me check over here. No. I'll go to the community center first. Just drop off one of these. In the desert, in the cave, the skull caverns, there's the... Oh, I heard it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is blah blah blah. Just kidding. This is like doodle bob language. What do I do now? I forgot what you do right there. Oh, is that a note over there? This looks like something, but it's not. Those are cool. But there's those green things, and those are annoying because they fly around. They're like the bats, but stronger. I did not encounter a wizard ever, so that's something I'm missing out on. What do I do here? Hi, Rosin. Sends you a letter. Oh, they send me a letter? Okay, that's good to know, because I can't read that. Alright, we're going to have to get rid of some of these things that we have. I'm only going the long route so I can see if there's more stuff to forge for or pick up. That would be nice. If not, then we're going to sleep for the day because we're at that time. Thankfully, I got to the 10th floor, which is, I think it's pretty good. I try to aim for 5 floors a day. Right now, my running is very slow, so that's, probably the best I could do anyways. And I have these seeds here. There's 4 of them, so I'll probably plant those as well. There we go. And the rest. So I have this, put that away. Green algae. I'll hold on to that. Hold on to this for scarecrows and stuff. This is for torches, slimes, basic retaining soil. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll move on. You have definitely seen the wizard on your other playthrough, so you can read the green people language. Oh, okay. Oh, the wizard! Yeah, he's out in the forest. The Junimo, yes! Okay, you guys are teaching me things that I otherwise would not have picked up on. Day 7 complete. Oh no, we're on day 7 now. That wasn't much. Okay, we're on day 7 now. And it's still raining. That's pretty good. That means I don't have to do much work. Let's see. The Queen of Sauce. What is this? Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. The week's dish, Stir fry is a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. Just kidding. You learn how to cook stir fry. That's awesome. Can you imagine if that's how life worked? It's that easy. Oh, I just watched it once and now I got it. Ah, yes, I can hear the spirits whispering something to me. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. We'll talk to our pup. Hello, pupper? That's Skipper. Robin here. I know there's a lot of stone scattered around your farm. If you have a surplus, you might consider having me build a well for you. Wells can be placed all over your farm and serve as convenient places to refill your watering can. Just swing by my shop with 75 stone and 1,000 gold when you're ready for it. Another letter. My sources tell me you've been poking around inside the old community center. Why don't you pay me a visit? My chambers are west of the forest lake in the stone tower. I may have information concerning your rat problem. M. Rasmodius Wizard. There we go. Look at this. Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. I need to build a silo to house all that. I actually haven't seen what her requirements are for all of that stuff. I should also put the furnace home and start making whatchamahoozies. I can't think of their name right now. A catfish. Are these easy to get? Because we need this for the thing. Crocus, sashimi. I think she has all the stuff that we need that we can't get. Rare seed. 1,000. Sow and fall. Takes all season to grow. Alright. Yeah, I'm enjoying the original one. Ooh, this is tough. Do I want to do this now? Yep, let's do it. I don't have to plant it necessarily now. Or this year. I can just have it on hand. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I just saw your message. Ah, come in. He's a wizard. Alright, wizard. Let's figure out. Am I going to Slytherin or Gryffindor? I am Rasmodius, seeker of the arcane truths, mediator between physical and ethereal. Am I saying that right? Ethereal? Master of the seven elementals, keeper of the sacred You get the point. And you, Jay, the one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Oh, really? Here, I'd like to show you something. He's all. Behold. They're cute. These things are adorable. Absolutely. You've seen one before, haven't you? They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these one. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. What do you have it captured? I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you have no reason to fear them. Okay. You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language? Most interesting. Stay here, I'm going to see him for myself. I'll return shortly. Okay. Alright. that's a thing now. I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts for the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Okay. One with the forest. What do they mean? Sniff, sniff. There you go. Like that. I don't know why this music reminds me of Donkey Kong 64. Aha. Come here. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? Here, drink up. Let the essence of the forest permeate your body. Okay. This is going to be disgusting. I already know it. Oh, look at that. We got some energy back, guys. Oh, it's all hazy. Whoa. What did I just drink? That's making me see all this. Is this referencing something? I love the visuals they did with this game. They really outdid themselves. You've gained the power of forest magic. Now you can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Let's go, guys. Oh, yeah. I want to talk to him because we need to build our relationship with this guy. Stormy days are the only time I can commune with certain elementals. They don't expect you to understand. We'll find them. Alright, let's continue, my friends. So, guys, for today's live stream, as we're going through the days, we're also going to... Oh, here we go. Look at this. We need the dandelion. We're also going to go through our study for men. So if you're a man, please join me for that. And we are reading Fathered by God by John Eldridge. We'll also be going through the Psalms like I have been. Alright, look at this. More spring onions. Oh my goodness, so good. Oh, was that? I thought that was a horseradish for a second. Oh, look at this. We're finding all of them now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I think we have all of them we need for spring. Let's go back and grab that daffodil. And I'll also put this down so that I could start using the forage. I believe we'll need 5 blocks or 5 iron bars in order to make what we need. Set that there for now. Let's see. So we can make 2. Let's do that. 1, 2. I'll take the leek. I think that's it. We go like this. Put this back. And we're good to go. I should be able to get some more plants now. I have a little bit of money for that. I always gotta check over here just in case. I'm so glad it's been raining so much in the game. Gives me more time to do things. Oh, wait. Let me grab... I keep forgetting. Let me grab those seeds first. Because I missed it the day before. Look at that. Beautiful backpack. Let's see. Kale. Sheesh, I don't know. Dude, 4 potatoes. There we go. That's a good amount. That should be enough for what we need. Alright, don't look, guys. Don't look! Don't look! Bread! I keep hearing things over there. There we go. Rare seed. Oh, you wouldn't? Yeah, okay. I saw that already. Let me see. Do I have enough space for the ore? I do not. Let me see if I can donate this one thing and go from there. Okay, we don't need that. Yep. So I'll put that right there. Just making some space for ourselves. We don't need that, so I can go like this. Bam, we got 2 slots open. Oh, which is perfect for the geode. We gotta make sure we're efficient here, guys. Process those geodes. 1. Oh, yep. Let's go. 2. Those are both items we can donate to the museum. I think, would this fall in this category or another one? I'm not sure. Let me think. I'll put it right here. It feels like it's different. This one too. The other ones seem more earthy. That makes sense. Okay, now we're going to the community center. Right? We should have all of them for spring. So we're going to get a reward for doing that. I don't remember what it is, but we'll get it. That piece of bread is going to be so useful while we're fishing. Okay, please tell me that I could read this now. I think once you do the first one, you can get all of them, maybe? Oh, spring foraging. Yeah. We have every single one. I'm gonna put them in order. Oh, this is for the bridge repair. That's pretty good. So, what? 30? This early? Oh my goodness, guys. We are literally going to make some good money now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We got 2 more. Let's see what else we need to get. Okay. Winter, summer. I have to remember that. Fall foraging, construction. This should be the easiest one besides the hardwood. I have to wait a little bit for that. Spring crops. Ooh. I can literally do all of these. Parsnips I can do here in a little bit. 5 golden parsnips. Okay, I have to get that. These are all trees. Can I buy a tree? This Okay, we have some work to do. I'm determined. This community center is, I love objectives like this where it's like find XYZ whatever. Those are some of my favorite things to do in games. That's why I love trophy hunting. Like, I have a PlayStation. Actually, that's what I'm playing it on, and you can see it. Oh, shoot, it actually... That was weird. And I really enjoy getting trophies because, you know, you're like completing tasks, doing objectives, and then you feel rewarded at the end of it. All right, let me see. Where am I out here? What was that? Did I... Anyone? Oh, build a coop. 25 out of 28 people. Okay. This is going to be quite the investment of space here. And we need 5 ingots, I think. Or copper bars. How are we doing here? Alright, tree, I'm sorry. You've lived a long, beautiful life, but it's time. You're gonna become firewood now. There we go. Oh, and it's already watered, so I don't have to do this. Look at that. It's perfect time to get all this. We'll start with our cauliflower because this is going to have to go to the other thing. Now we have all this space for these assorted seeds. Wow. I'm so happy that that actually panned out. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Okay, what do I need for the scarecrow again? I feel like we're going to need another one. 50 wood, 20 fiber. And one of the charcoal. 50, oh, here we go. Yep, we're going to make another one. And then we're catching fish. That's just what's going to need to happen here because... Let's put all this aside. I hope this will cover both, you know, the 2 on each end. I'm not entirely sure. Part of me wants to put it here. Let's try that. Stick that right here. It's a little random, but I have hope that it'll be close enough to all of them. Or maybe I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to go fishing because now we have some plants planted. Let me see. We're gonna put. I don't need the sword right now. All right, my friends, let's go fishing. It's almost like they stopped the music when you're on your farm. Maybe I'll create another scene in OBS so you guys have music going on in the background while we play in this area. Oh, I have to remember to go grab another fishing pole now that Willie has another one there. I'm feeling a lot more confident about the fishing. Okay, those chubs are pretty annoying, but we'll find something. Alright, we're going into town. We're going to go for the river fish. I think those are in the town. Don't look, guys, don't look! Whoa, that was really high. Oh, that girl should be home. Oh, dang. It just hit 8 p.m. I'm trying to think who... Oh, maybe I can go to the saloon. Maybe I'll find some people there that I haven't met yet. Bream. Okay, maybe let's go right here. Go in that darker area. I just hit the edge of it. Smallmouth bass. Okay. That's good. We're getting places. Come on, come on. A shad. Rosin, can you tell what kind of fish this is by what I'm doing? Hey, you know what? You're talking to someone else and you're playing. That's considered playing with someone. Joel and I have done that where we're playing different games and we're just talking to... Ah! I almost got that. Oh no, it's getting away from me! No! Oh my goodness, this thing is ugly. Dang! Dang, dang, dang. Yeah, so we'll play different games and be on Discord talking. And we do the same thing. We call it playing together. We'll just talk about our individual games and life. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Alright, we got to get better. Like, this is going to be our income for the day because we're not harvesting anything. So we got to get lots of fish. A new record. Alright. We try one more and then we'll go. Oh, wow. We just keep getting them. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. You know what? These things are awful. I knew it. You little sucker. Ah, they got me. I also defeated myself. The moment I saw it jump straight up, I was not having it. Come on. Here, let's eat a spring onion. How many fish do I have? That's not bad. Let me see real quick. These things, oh, fish tank. River fish. Okay, I have one of these, so I should save one of these for that. Okay, that's good to know. What do I need else? Sunfish, catfish, tiger trout. Let's go to the... I'm gonna go to the saloon and see if I can meet some new people there. That is the goal of this video. Oh, this guy. This weather makes me thirsty. Oh, actually, you know what? It's the other dude. You know what? This is cool. I guess we'll talk to everybody. Today would be a good day to explore the mines. Who knows? You might find some rare ores. If you purchase a high-quality fishing rod, you'll be able to attach bait and tackle to the line. Bait causes fish to bite faster. Tackle can make your job a lot easier when reeling fish in. See, that's what I actually need. Hold on one second, guys. There we go. Nope. Maybe I should cook something new and exciting today. Something spicy. Okay. Let's talk to Pam. Pam seems to be out of it. Better leave her alone right now. She's been drinking. Welcome to the Star Drop Saloon. Can I get you anything? It's Emily. It never rains in Calico Desert. That's where my friend Sandy lives. Wish I could have visited her today. Let's see, what does he sell? Recipes for hash browns. Alright guys, don't judge me. I'm gonna buy some of these. Starting with some hash browns. Whew. Hash browns are my favorite breakfast food, especially if they're done right. You know, hash browns, eggs, and sausage. So good. So good. What is your guys' favorite breakfast food? They have to do it like, I don't know, I could do hash browns a different way, but they have to do it where it's cooked golden on both sides for it to be right. Okay. So we're at 12:30. We're not going to be able to do anything more today. I'm going to get rid of these fish so we can have some money coming in for the day. We got those seeds, so I imagine we're going to get a lot from that. That's going to be so nice, especially at the beginning of all this. About 1 o'clock. We do not have much time. Throw one of these in there. Bam. We are good to go. Did I talk to our pupper? No, I did. Not bad. I will take it. It's not much, but, you know, it's something. Let's see how much we get from each one. Wow, I feel like there'd be more. I really do. Well, that was day 7. Okay, my friends. For those of you who are new here, this is the part of the live stream in between days where I read scripture. We'll be getting to our study here in a little while, maybe in like 2 days, or yeah, 2 in-game days. And we'll get to this. So this is Psalm 4. Read with me Psalm 4. Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you turn... Excuse me, let me start over. Read with me Psalm 4. Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Let the light of your face shine on us. Fill my heart with joy. When their grain and new wine abound, in peace I will lie down and sleep, For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. For more scripture like this, like and subscribe and hit the notification button. Alright guys, I record those so we can make shorts, and you guys could just go straight to the psalm. I try to put it so that you can have it available to you anytime for those of you who love to read scripture. So if I ever repeat, that's usually why. So, keep that in mind. That is, when you see me do that, that is what's going on. All right, we are now on day 8. So it's not raining today. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Okay. They will do their best to make life difficult. Look how pretty it is out here. Hi, me sell hats. Okie pokey, okay, pokey. Come to old Haas. Pokey. Bring coins. Hat mouse. Oh, to download? So I have this fish to give to the place. I'm gonna have to do that. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So I remember we were talking about that. So it is a mouse. That's a giant mouse. Alright, let's get through these. I feel like this is kale, but I could be wrong. Refill. This potato I'm gonna put in the center, the community center. So we'll need one of those bean sprouts, and then we'll need what else will we need? So bean sprout, the parsnip, the potato, and the cauliflower, which I believe one of these is a cauliflower. Whoops. Maybe I should grab some more. Oh my goodness, that literally took all my energy. I have the bread, which will be helpful. Okay. Oh my goodness, that literally took all of my energy. That was insane. And that bread did nothing. Onions galore, because we need to get some work done. Anything else? Oh, I have the fish. I'm gonna take that over there. See what else I can take. So we need the parsnip. We need 5 golden star parsnips. That's important too. Oh, I should take this and then this. There we go. Look at that. And I'm gonna put this away because we're not gonna need it right now. My internet is slow. Wow. Going to have to fix that if I'm going to stream. It's important. Right now I have to upgrade my modem. I've been putting it off for the longest time, but for me to stream like this, I'm pushing upload of 21 and download of 150 or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely important. It'll make the world of difference. 1 onion. Okay, I was gonna say 1 onion. I was going to be very disappointed for a second there. Maybe we can get through 5 more stages in the mines. We got everything else. I'm trying to think what other plants we can do. More parsnips so we can get those golden parsnips. I just don't know what the likelihood of getting that is. So, we'll have to try. And I have to look for the blonde lady because what's her name? I can never remember. Oh, there she is. I never remember her name. She's just so rude. This town is so small, it sucks. I have to drive like 20 miles to buy any decent clothes. Haley, that's her name. That's why I usually just order online. What? Okay, does that count as one? Because I'm pretty sure I haven't talked to her yet. Yep. Oh, okay. Who's the other person? The last person should be Robin's son. Talk to everybody while we're here. I'm sure Skipper will be a little shy at first. It takes a while for an animal to get comfortable in a new setting. I think you'll love having a little friend on the farm with you. You know what, I will. Don't tell anyone, but I snuck into the old community center last night. I think it's haunted. You don't even know, my friend. Okay, that's a pretty high chance of getting something with that. Maybe we can get a fall tree going. Let me see, which one should I do? Summer, spring, summer, pomegranate. Oh shoot. Oh, apples. There you go. I can strive to get this. So apple sapling 4,000. Okay, that's what we're saving up for. I think that's reasonable. And that way in the fall we can start harvesting trees, and I'll plant them by season. So spring will be in one area, so on and so on. River fish, there we go. I'll put it in its right spot. And this is for the specific crops. So we have parsnip, potato. Now we need cauliflower and green beans. And I'm just going to make a bunch of parsnips. Look at that. Bam. So let's go into the mines. My hope is for today is to get another 5 levels. Maybe we can find some good treasure down there and cash out, I suppose. Excuse me. Oh, let me see what she has for sale. Okay, a coop, a barn, a well. Oh, this is what I want right now. The place has so much grass on the floor. It would be worth it. Only 100 gold too. A mill, a shed. That would take a while. Cabin, pet bowl, a stable. That'd be so nice. Another shipping bin. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do this season. Not 100% sure, but we'll get a barn or a coop soon. Whenever I'm struggling with a technical problem, I always take a walk. It's surprising how much a change of scenery can help. Maru helps me out in the lab. Oh, it helps in the lab sometimes. She's a good kid. See, the ... makes difference. Instead, he's saying sometimes it's a good kid. She's a good kid. Grammar. Okay, it's this kid down here. He's the one I need to talk to. Is he just going to stay in his room all day? Dang. That's literally the last person. It's so unfortunate. Oh, Linus. The crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. I live out here by choice. You know what, Linus? Here you go, buddy. This is a great gift, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Okay, let's eat this because we're gonna need the energy. We're going down. Floor 10. Uh-oh. This is what you were... Oh, I forgot my sword. Shoot. Looks like we're doing this the hard way. Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. We're getting some damage with this thing. Aha. You want to come out, you little buttheads? Ooh, cave carrot. I know that's a mission for someone eventually, so... This is gonna take a hot minute, but it's better than nothing. Oh. Dang it. Now I am not taking my sword for granted, because I was before. Oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. Aha! Look at that. That worked. The axe did it. But it's just slow. Unless it was just already there and I... Yeah. This is actually fast. That's... To me, I'd rather have the speed. Oh, look at that. Another geode. Okay, we're going down. Some wood. The copper is so useful right now. We're gonna need it. Every last little bit. There we go. Sounds like a juicy fart. Just kidding. Ugh, so annoying. Ah, keep calling me. Ah, look at that. I got something to sleep on. Shoot, I gotta be careful. I'm out of energy. Some topaz. Really careful now. Come on, get me to the next floor. You're just so close now. Aha, here we go. Oh, really? we're definitely going to have some things to bring back. The only thing is, I'm so low on energy right now. Oh, I have the cave carrot. Carving knife? Can I use this now? You know what? That's better than what I'm using now. I hate to do this, but I'm using the cave carrot. Wow, that did nothing. Oh, look at that. It's a shank. Oh my goodness. I'm nervous. Come on. I'm so close. I just need one more cave. Or one more stairs. If only I could eat this. Let's see. Oh, a cherry bomb. I hate to do it, but shoot, let's do it. That'll make some of this digging easier, so I don't have to use so much energy. Okay, well, that was a waste. Aha! We did it. Look at that. We're on our new floor. Let me inspect. Oh, we're not dealing with that right now. Nope. Well, we got 5. That was pretty good. See, that's the goal. You get down 5 and you're good to go to the next one. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this live stream, do me a favor and hit the like button. Let YouTube know that they should bring more people like you here. We want to grow this community. Oh, shoot, that was a possum. That was scary. I know possums aren't like super dangerous, but they're still ugly and disease ridden. They could be cute. What am I saying? But not really something you want to hang out with. Okay, so we can donate one of these. So we're going to put one of these away. Thank goodness my health withstood. This is... Well, now I know I can use all this, so it's kind of difficult, but... More. And you know what? Why not? We'll just get rid of this. +1 attack. What does that mean? Oh shoot, I just realized. Did I not? Oh, I didn't even... Oh, I totally forgot to water the plants. Oh, did I? Can't tell. Yeah, okay, I watered them. They all look the same. Thank goodness. Come on, you can finish now. farm is massive. I appreciate the like. Thank you. You know what? I think we can call it for the day. Talk to our pupper. Good boy, good boy. Oh, let's see the weather for the next day. You never know. Partially cloudy with a light breeze. Expects lots of pollen. Okay, okay. I see. All right. So level 1 combat. So we can craft a sturdy ring and the bug steak. It's disgusting. And this is not what I expected, but you know what? It's better than nothing. The slime is 5 each. That's good to know, because if I get a bunch of them, you know, that ended up being 75, so not bad. You go through 1 round, doing pretty good. All right, we are now on day 9. This should be, yep, it's all done. Oh, are these all parsnips done? Let's check our mail. Dear Jay, how are you doing, sweetie? I've missed you so much since you left. I hope the farm life is everything you hoped for. Love, Mom. P.S. I sent you your favorite cookies. Oh yeah. Let's get this soil going. Look at that, guys. Okay, and those parsnips. Just need some gold ones. There you go. We got 1. You got some new ideas. Okay. Let's get these out here. And these beans should be ready to go. You know, there's only 1 more. I can throw this over here. Oh, I forgot to put the soil down. Whatever. If you're female in game, the dad will send money. Oh, shoot. Favoritism. No, that's pretty cool. Does your dad ever reach out in the game? Like, or are you just going out? Or mom's only checking on you? Dad's like, eh, you're fine. You'll live. You're on a farm. Watering the scarecrow. Look at that. Oh, okay. So we have all these plants going. I actually think we're not doing half bad. What I would like to do is find other ways of income. So I'm gonna head to the beach, see how much that fishing pole is, because if it's a reasonable price, then I'm going to start getting better fish. If you're female, the dad will send stuff. If you're a guy, your mom. Okay, so the dad never checks in. Oh, shoot. Look at that. So this is good. We go like this. More parsnips. We can put that away. We're getting our refined quartz up. So we want to get these geodes in. I'm going to leave this right here. Let me see. Anything else we need to do with all this stuff? I think we're good. Let me go. Oh, right. Throw these in here. We need to make sure we're still making money. See, part of me wants to just break into all this stuff and sell all the wood. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Here, we'll stick to the fishing expedition. First, I'm gonna go grab my trusty onions, because those are really where it's at. And I'm going to give this leek to the old man. George, I believe his name is. Alright, there's got to be some onions here. My early onion breakfast. No? Wow. That is a first. Sometimes we can find them right over here. Wow, nothing. That's surprising. And here's the mouse. The shape helps to keep sailors dry during storms. What was that noise? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna eat this. We just need something to eat. We already did the thing. Let's talk to our new wizard friend. If you have nothing important to tell me, leave me be. I have much work to do. You punk! Let's see. Just for that, I'm gonna sniff through your stuff. What are you doing? I only allow those I trust to enter there. Oh, shoot. So we gotta be friends with him in order to get into there. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think, what would a wizard want as a gift? I don't know. Frogs? Could you even get frogs in the game? Is that a thing? Oh, it's the little girl. Hello. Uh-oh. Did I mess her up? Someone should really be watching her. Okay. We need to talk to that one dude with the purple hair. He has... He's the last one we need to meet in the town. If I'm not mistaken. Mummified frogs? Oh, shoot. That's kind of cool. I'm tutoring Vincent and Jazz today. They're a handful, but it's nice to make a difference in someone's life. Yeah. Oh, hi, it's good to see you again. If that's a kid, that's a really nice kid. Sometimes I feel like some kids are punks. Alright. Geode. Okay, that's not what I expected, but we can keep going. Okay. Looks like we have two things to donate. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bring this down here. Maybe the shiny stuff I'll put up here. Oh, cool. Then I'll put like the earthy stuff here, if that makes sense. Let's see my reward. Some cauliflower seeds. Okay, things are paying off now. Yep, okay. Alright, foraging, gotcha. So the books seem pretty important. We wanted to gather those. Oh, trash. I literally found trash in a trash can. That's great. Oh, yes. We gotta go to the guy. What's his name? George. He likes the leaks. This is my favorite thing. Thank you. Look at that, guys. Looks like another gloomy day. Wow. Chill, dude. Chill. Life isn't that bad. Let's see. We're gonna find some bread in here. Just trash. Alright. We need to get our income up. Oh yeah, I need the 300 wood to restore that bridge. There we go. Cockle, clam. Are there any other ones here? A great idea can pass through your head when you least expect it, but if your mind is too busy, you might miss it. That's true. Well, I really must get back to my work. What work? I realized as I said that was probably me. Where'd Willie go? Leads up to a little sleepy cubby. It's off limits. Huh, what's this? Bobber style? Oh, you can choose. Okay. Oh, what's this? It's a tackle box. It's full of lures, bobbers, hooks, and fishing line. Oh, okay. You know what? This might be a good spot to fish. Why not? Yeah, it was, huh? Ooh, right there, right there. You see the bubbles? That's it. That's the spot. I'm gonna find some good stuff now. Have not seen the bobber thing. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that one threw me for a loop for it. Oh, and I found it. Okay. Nope, nope. We're not doing that. My hope is we can get at least 1,000. Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, anchovy. Okay. Oh, wow, that was quick. You got this. So I found a blue herring before. I'm going to eat that. So I can have more... Wow, that gave me no energy at all. Oh, seaweed. Literally right when I needed it. My other mission was to find the seaweed. Deeper in the mind. What is your decorating plans for your farm? I haven't thought that far yet. Oh, shoot. It's gone. That's okay. I'd like to... Gosh, the only thing I can think about is organizing it. But I'll tell you, for my house, I'd like to grow it so that I can decorate it. I'll dedicate, a full episode to that. By the way, guys, what I'm doing is I'm recording each day I play, so I'll be posting each day. There'll be like little mini episodes of Stardew Valley you guys can watch and enjoy. And then you can go from day to day to day. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you have your notification buttons so you don't miss that. If you can set it to notify you for specific things like live streams, I believe. And that's where we do, what I'm doing right now. So make sure that you have that available. And I'll also be, when I do the Bible readings in between days, that will be recorded as well. So you'll see that as YouTube Shorts, so you guys could enjoy that. And the point of it is so that you can get scripture into your day within a couple of minutes. The Apostle Paul talks about being a baby Christian. If you're a baby, you need milk. You need kind of the what do you call it? The basics taught to you or given to you. But as you get older, you need more maturity in meat. So that's when you hear someone who's a Christian say they need to be fed, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about more mature teachings and so on. And part of that is if you're a Christian, which this is a Christian gaming channel, part of that is that you will be getting into the Word and understanding it more than just a basic level. Like, I have a baby right now. She can have milk and soft foods. Before, she can only have milk. And some of us, as we grow in life, we need to be taught soft things, like, we'll call it the milk. And then as we grow bigger, we can have more normal foods, soft foods. Doesn't mean we can chew on meat, but we'll get there. We just have to keep growing. I'm feeling good about these finds. Let's see, where am I at with this? Look at this. Wow, it's such little. Sardine. Let me see. The fish tank. Nighttime, lake, ocean. Oh, I have one. Oh, the sardine. This is good to know. Red snapper, tuna, and tilapia. Okay, those are the other three I need. So the others I can actually eat. So I'll eat this for now. Alright, come on, give me something good that I can actually catch. Alright, we're moving on to a different spot. This spot feels good. Don't know why. Just doing it. And it's getting late too. I probably have one more pull. That's about it. Especially with my energy right now. It's not looking good. Yep, that's it. Overspent myself. Now that would have been perfect when I had that mission. Oh shoot, what is this? Oh, Linus! Okay. This is what we're here for, guys. Sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy varmints. You turned up at the right moment, son. Can you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. Okay. We'll come around the corner and... What the... It was me, I'm sorry. Poor Linus. His self-esteem and everything is so low. What's up, acidity? I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Yeah, I'm sure it's hot. It's been sitting in there boiling in the sun. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. This is a defining moment for us in Linus. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Not everyone's cut out for this world, Jay. You don't know what it's like to be me. I'm not harming anyone. I just want to live life in my own way. Is that so wrong? Yes, it's disgusting. No, it's a shame for food to go to waste. Yes, it's illegal. That's George's private property. Actually, this is true. You dig in someone's trash, that is their private property until it goes in the street. No, but you should get a job and stop leeching off others. I already know this is what he needs to hear right now. Thanks, Jay. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. You can go on home. I promise I won't rummage in George's can anymore. You can tell him you scared off the raccoons for good. Still gross, but, you know. How are you doing, Acidity? Gross. Wait. Oh, he's shaking. There's shame and fear there. I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I've got a basket of zucchini fritters for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. This right here, my friends, this is it. This right here is what we're here for. To take care of the poor, the widowed, and the orphan. Some people, that's the life they know. And, you know, my old job was doing loss prevention, and, you know, I was like undercover catching thieves. And I have so many stories, but a lot of times I would ask them, like, why are you doing this? Like, you are capable of working. And, you know, I really didn't understand. And some of them, that's the only life they knew, sadly. Some people are okay with living like that. They enjoyed it. Oh, I see. I forgot. You had another name. Yeah, no problem. And yeah, it's you know, as we may find it gross and disruptive, you know, some people that's their life. Okay, we want to save this one. Is it this one? Oh shoot, was that the right one? Sardine. Let me see, which one is it? Excuse me. Oh, okay, it is the sardine that I hold on to. Just throw one of those in there, whatever. And what the heck? Do I have 1 gold? I can make 1 gold ore. It's kind of impressive. It's pretty early in the game. Not that I would have the money to even do anything with it right now. Let me... Oh shoot, I didn't even see my energy. Goodness. Is there anything I can eat the cookies, but is that worth it right now? That's quite a bit of energy. I'll wait. It's not worth it. Say hi to the pupster. Go to bed. Alright guys, let's see how we're doing. Level 2 farming. Let's go. Stone fence, mayonnaise machine, and sprinkler. Yeah, 100%. Thankfully, look at it. We just got that. And level 3 foraging. +1 axe of proficiency, new crafting recipe, cookout kit, new cooking recipe, moss soup. Ugh, gross. See how we did. I did it. I was trying to go for 1,000. Thanks to the parsnips, we got most of the way there. This right here actually ended up panning out to being a good amount. The flounders are a lot. I didn't realize. I should get more of those. I feel like in between the docks is where I found a bunch of them. I just thought that they were useless. So this is good to know. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. So here's what I'm going to do because... Okay. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, my friends. Hey everyone, so this right here is part 2 or episode 2 of my study for Fathered by God by John Eldredge. For those of you who are new here, what I do is in between portions of playing games, I will do a study on my live stream and we will read scripture. The study I'm going through right now is this book right here. You could pick up this when I post it. The link will be in the description. The first episode will be live on Friday, and you will be able to read pages 1 through 11 if you're going to catch up with us and be a part of that study. This right here is, from my understanding, pages 11 to 18. I thought I can do the whole chapter. I realized there's so much meat to this story that we would need more time in order to be able to do it. So with that being said, here, this is my setup for the live stream. Without further ado, I'm going to read the recap of our last episode or last study, and please follow along if you'd like. But this whole book is about being fathered and getting the things from God that we didn't get from our fathers. So it says right here in the recap, for thousands of years we were close to... let me see here. I keep using speech to text and it's not working here. But for thousands of years, we were close to our children in order to give them masculinity. It was important. This was essential as people went through life. They would be tested as men, and it was important that their fathers taught them how to endure these tests. We need God to father us in the areas that our fathers could not. If we do not get this, there is an emptiness within a man. The man is unfinished and therefore unable to truly live as men in whatever life throws at us, and unable to pass on to our sons and daughters what they need to become whole and holy men and women themselves. If this is not done, those men and women will question the rest of their life if they are a man or worthy. So in the last study we had done there we go. In the last study we had done, what we had talked about is the statistics of what happens when a father is not in the home. We also talked about what it meant to not be fathered and what that meant. And I'll just tell you right now that 1 out of every 4 people are without a father. And in my opinion, I did a report on this in college. In my opinion, and many others, fatherlessness right now is one of the greatest epidemics in the United States. And it's causing more and more issues. You guys can go back and look at that, but I'd like to go through these sections. So today in the sections we went through is initiation and the stages, and that's what those pages 11 through 18 are. So starting off with the section about initiation. So I'm going to be reading through my notes, but I'm also going to be talking through them. So it's in there. John the book says that God wants to father us, but we have to be in a posture to receive it. What this means, you guys, is that if we're not in a place to receive direction, it's pretty hard to do so. There's a lot of people out there that if you tell them anything, I mean, it could be from someone credible, that they just won't listen. And the reason they won't listen is because their hearts or themselves are not postured to receive that information or to hear from another person. Maybe they think that they're better. Maybe they think they know better. Maybe they are just so hurt that they are ignoring what's in front of them. So the first example I use is Pharaoh. If for those of you who are aware of the story of Moses, he is trying to free the slaves in Egypt, and in that, Pharaoh keeps getting all these obvious signs from God, and it says that his heart was hardened. So he kept hardening his own heart. He kept, essentially rebelling against God, and it got to the point where it said that God had hardened his heart. So if our hearts are hardened towards God, we're not posturing ourselves to be fathered by Him or guided by Him. So I actually pulled up this verse from Ezekiel 36:26. It says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit in you. I will remove from you your heart of stone and give you a heart of flesh. So in this passage, God is talking about what happens when we turn from our old ways, when we posture ourselves or position ourselves to receive His teachings, and He takes away that heart of stone that it talks about Pharaoh had, and gives us a heart of flesh, something soft and moldable. For those of you who don't know about maybe like clay work, when I was in high school, I used to work with clay. Matter of fact, that's an art form that I fairly enjoy. But when you have clay, it's this hard block like this. And in order to make it and shape it the way you want it to be something beautiful, you have to put water on it in order to soften it. And as it softens, you can start shaving all the parts that you don't want off of it. And then once it's where you'd like it, you could actually, furnace it so that it stays that way. So that's what God does to us, and that's what we need to do in order to be teachable in these lessons, to be fathered by God, is that we need to have God put water on us, I'm using this metaphor, in order to soften us, and so that He can shave away the pieces. And I use this motion because there's a piece where you can shave, there's a tool you can shave clay off. You go like this, or you cut it like various motions. But I'd like to propose that God wants to shave those parts of us off that are not of good use and make us into something beautiful. In this case, to be masculine men. And this is important if we are to be successful in life, and pass this on to our children. So I thought this was important because we can have this study. I can read all the scripture in the world. It doesn't matter if our hearts are hardened. I wrote, John in this passage talks about us needing to be willing to take on an enormous risk to be initiated into men by God. So something that we used to see in history, we don't see this anymore, but in history we would see that men would have rites of passage, and they would go through this, maybe it's a ritual, maybe it's a trial, whatever it was, but it was to prove that they've become a man. It tested their character. It tested their strength, their endurance, their tenacity. And we got to see boys become men through these trials. Matter of fact, they didn't consider you a man until you did do this. It didn't matter your age or whatnot. And this is something in our today culture that we have lost. And so this initiation that we've lost, a lot of men yearn for it. And to be initiated by God, we have to be in a place to actually listen. This means even the areas we think he's abandoned us in. So John Eldridge in the book talks about it's hard to do this when we feel that there's areas in our life that God is not touching. So here's my first question to you guys. Where in your life do you believe God has abandoned you and you don't let him touch that part of your life? So if you believe that God is not working in, let's say, your family, that's something I'm gonna be honest about. That's something I thought was not possible in my family. But if you feel that God is not working in your family, is that something you're willing to re-give him? I know for myself, when I became a Christian, there was a point where I had been kicked out of my home for praying for my parent. And so much different posture now, and now they asked me to pray for them. And that took years. It's been 13, 14 years now. But it took that time. But there had to be a point where I had to, instead of believing that my family was untouchable by God, I actually had to let God back into that area of my life and say, Lord, I actually would like you to touch my mother and father's heart. I actually would like you to soften my siblings' hearts. And ultimately, they're not drones, so they can make their own decisions. But God could still make work there and do things in their life to prompt them towards him. So, again, the question is, where in your life do you believe God has abandoned you and you don't let him touch that area? Or touch it, touch that part. Comment below if you feel comfortable sharing that with the rest of us here. I'd appreciate that. Honestly, who gives a crap what people think? So if you feel embarrassed, I'm going to be real with you. You probably don't know these people, and even if you did, it doesn't matter. What are they going to do? Not pay your bills? You're the one paying your bills. They're not God. So I do want to challenge you in that, if that's something that you feel comfortable sharing. And he even says, perhaps this is an area where God wants to father you. So for instance, I know for myself with my family, that is an area where I know God is trying to soften my heart. I know he's trying to refine me so I can look at family different, especially now as I'm starting a family. If I believe that God can't touch my parents and siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles and so on, then realistically, I can't believe that he's going to be able to work in my immediate family that I had started. Halfway on page 12, he says, we will have to change the way we look at our relationship with God and how we interact with other men. So, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm pretty vulnerable about my relationship with God and my shortcomings, specifically because when I talk to people, I believe if I'm vulnerable or open with them, that most people are willing to do the same. First of all, I don't care what people think. You can think whatever you want about me, and most of the time that doesn't change how I affect about my thoughts about you, nor what I think you think about me. If anything, I'd rather be vulnerable so that you could share yourself with me, and we could become closer. And I've found that to be really helpful. All cards are laid out on the table. I did this with my wife when I first met her. I kind of went too far because I overdid that. But something that was important was that here I'm laying myself out. I had nothing to hide. What could I do to grow and be a better person? I do this at work too. I do this with my manager. I do this with my peers. Hey, I messed up here. How could I grow from this? I'd rather be a student than an observer. So, how we interact with other men is important, because if we can't be honest with each other, how are we supposed to be discipled or taught by other men, especially men who are more mature than us and could father us? Maybe some man God wants to use in your life to father you, and I've actually seen that many times in my life. But also, like it says here, we have to change the way we look at our relationship with God to do this. My wife and I have talked about where, a lot of people think of God as Father, in the church community we've been in. And because of that, if you have a bad relationship with your father, it's kind of hard to listen to someone you call the ultimate father if your heart's not there. So one thing I say is, in that circumstance, is, change him to Lord. And God has many names throughout the Bible, but the point is that we need to look at him in different facets. We look at it in different angles so that we could prepare our hearts to be taught by him. This is needed to have true growth. So he points out in the book, so much of what we misinterpret as hassles or trials or screw-ups on our part are in fact God fathering us, taking us through something in order to strengthen us or heal us or dismantle some unholy thing in us. I think of children when they're being disciplined. Maybe they do something. My child is really young right now, so this is not something I'm going to do for a while, but I've seen people do this where their child does something. I'll use my father-in-law, for example. One of my brother-in-laws may do something, and he, instead of scorning them, he disciplines them with a firm instruction. And in that, it's kind of how God does it. Like, hey, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences, and I am going to hold you accountable to this. But in that, I'm going to make you a better man, and that's important. So sometimes the things we see as screw-ups in our lives, even sin, we're not realizing God could use that to shape us into the men he wants us to be. I think of that what Joseph said because he was sold into slavery by his brothers. They asked for forgiveness when they finally find out all the things that he's done amazing. And he says to them, what you meant for evil, God intended for good. So I would like you, the viewer, to consider that what you may mean for evil, or someone else may meant for evil, God could use for his glory, or for the betterment of your growth. Just because it happened doesn't mean he wanted it to happen. We all have free autonomy. We're not robots. Okay. When our hearts are prepared for God to work in us, we start seeing trials as fathering or strengthening rather than punishment or being alone. I know that there was a point when I was homeless, and my view of the situation wasn't that I was being punished by God. Matter of fact, that was some of my happiest times. I thought of it as God being by my side, because I never went without food. I never went without the things I needed. And by the time I got a home again, because I was living in my car for a while, I was able to look back and say, Lord, you brought me through all of it. But that takes a heart posture of realizing that God wasn't punishing me. He was actually strengthening me. He was using that time, that trial time, to strengthen me for his purpose. So he quotes Gerald Maid saying, the more we've become accustomed to seeking life apart from God, the more abnormal and stressful it seems to look for God directly, especially as a father fathering us. So it's really hard for God to speak into our life, or for us to pursue God, if we have distanced ourselves. Just like if you've ever, if you had a relationship with someone, maybe you said or did something, and that relationship got skewed, or farther apart, it's a lot harder to pursue that relationship than if you kept in contact. I know some of my closest friends, we if we have conflict, we can just hash it out really quickly and move on with our lives because we stay close together. But if I have distance with those friends, it's really hard to come back. And what he's saying here is that when we distance ourselves from God, it's hard to make that change. So in this, I do want to say some hope for you that you're not alone in this. If you find yourself struggling to posture your heart or soften your heart for the Lord, that's not a new thing. You're not alone. But he is saying, hey, this is something to be aware of. He says he also wants us to figure out how to relate to other men. Okay, this brings us to our next and last section. This is called the stages. This is he breaks down some stages of a man's life and what it will be like. This is why I didn't read much further, because there's so much meat here and I don't want to make the video too long. But what this is looking like is the following. So as he points out that the stages of a man's life being the following: a boyhood to a cowboy, to warrior, to lover, to king. Is the following: boyhood to cowboy, to warrior, to lover, to king, to sage, all within 80 years. You cannot pin an age to each stage. This is important because people are in different parts of their life. They're just aspects. You may come to these stages at different points of your life. So you may see, I know you have, don't play with me. I know we've seen this before, where we see grown men act like boys. They act mature. And that's because they maybe were in boyhood, but they didn't go through these other stages in life. And because of that, they stayed stagnant in boyhood. Even though they're 40, 50 years old, they still are in this area. So, if you're older, and I say this with love, if you're older and you find there's areas of your life you're immature, and you can use some growth, there's nothing wrong with that. We're all in different areas. This is just a guideline of the stages we have to follow in order to develop our maturity as masculine men within God. So it says great damage is done if we ask a boy to be a king too soon. What this means is, and you see this, and we'll get into that in a second, you'll see that young people who are asked to be adults too soon get thrown into an area of life that they're not prepared for. And I have an example of that later. And it literally will ruin someone's life. I'm not joking. You can ruin someone's life by putting them in an area of life that they've never been in before. When a father walks out of a boy's life and tells him, this is something that John says, he's the man of the house. He's putting a curse on him, ripping away his boyhood, and asking him to skip stages of maturity no man can ever leap over. I have seen this. It's been the case with, you see this a lot where a woman raises her children alone. I know that was the case in my life, and essentially I had to be the man of the house. I had my childhood ripped away from me, and that may be the case for you. Maybe your parent wasn't emotionally there, and so they're asking you to be the emotionally strong one. That wasn't your job. As a child, your job is to be a child. That's not fair to you. So if you were hurt in that part of your life, let me just say, first of all, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you had been through that, because now you're probably having to pick up the pieces of areas that your parents never did. And if your parents have passed already and you're watching this now, I do feel for you. And I want you to know that you're not alone. It's not too late. I have met 70-year-old men who have been mentored by men within their age range, and have been fathered and healed within that time. You're never too old or young for healing, fathering, and growth. This is why we find in folding. So the example he said right here. This is why we find men folding in their later years. You'll see them literally when things go awry in their life or bad, that they will actually fold and shrivel up. They're weak men because they weren't taught how to be men. He uses the example of the tree without roots that are deep. So if you find a tree that didn't have time to develop its roots because of storms and other things, and it was kind of thrown into a harsh environment, if you try ripping that tree out, it's very easy. And it can fall very easy because it didn't get the roots it needed. That's very important. So let's go through the stages. And this is going to be a quicker section, but it's important. And if there's a stage you think you've missed in life, there's nothing wrong with going back. Even if you're in quote unquote another stage, it's important you go back and take care of that part of your life in a mature way. So here's the first one, boyhood. This is categorized as the beloved son. This is a foundational stage. It's all about identity and affirmation. This is your father telling you, I love you, son. I am proud of you. You make my life better. These are things that just make a man's heart soar as a young boy. So the core characteristic here, he is known as the beloved son. We see this beautifully exhibited with Jesus and his father, where this is my son whom I love, is what he says. In him I am well pleased. If your father said that to you or about you right in front of you, how much would that change your life right now? How much would that make your heart just melt? You may not think it will, but if you believed your father when he said it, that would mean so much to you. I guarantee you. It's a desire we all have. And in this, we see this beautifully exhibited by Jesus and his father. They lay out the framework that was intended for father and son. So the summary of this is, this phase is defined by wonder, exploration, and play. So if you didn't get this, you probably didn't have this right here. The primary need for a boy is to know without a doubt that his father delights in him, loves him, and sees him as his beloved son. This affirmation provides the essential security and confidence he needs for the rest of his life. Without this, Eldridge argues, a man will spend his life trying to prove his worth. You ever see someone trying to prove themselves all the time? Guarantee you their father didn't tell them that they loved them. Guarantee that their father didn't tell them that they were proud of them. Most people who have big egos and have a hard time trying to express their hearts, because they always have to show up and be the best and be awesome and all this stuff. Yeah, dad didn't tell them, son, I love you and I am proud of you. Most people who don't care what other people think, or just are confident in themselves, if we're being more realistic, have good self-esteem, usually have dads that show them that affirmation. That goes for daughters too. If you have daughters, they need this from you men, because if they're not going to find it from you, they'll find it from another man, and it won't be in the way you like, trust me. So this is a key foundational portion. If you're missing this portion, if you miss this portion in your life, I highly suggest that you seek this out with God. Go pray about this and ask him, Lord, if there's an area that I need softening here, please father me in this. And you may have to go find wonder, exploration, and play. And he says it later on, but if when you see men do have midlife crises, it's because they didn't get this. They didn't get the wonder, exploration, or play. And they're immature. Usually those immature men came across money. He talks about this in the book. They came across money, and now they're going to go and live out what they should have as a childhood. They go grab toys that they don't need, and so on, and they do crazy things because that's what boys do. And in my opinion, when we see a midlife crisis, that's what's going on. They haven't gone through these stages of maturity. The stage 2 is the cowboy, the adventurer. This stage typically begins in adolescence, so he says 13 to early 20s, and is about exploration and testing. The core characteristic is adventure and hard work. The summary of this is the boy begins to move out of the safety, or from the safety of his home, to explore the wild. This is a time for taking risks, learning new skills, facing challenges, and discovering that he has what it takes. He learns through experience, hard work, and testing his own limits. He's learning to handle a bit of power and independence, like a cowboy learning to ride. So I think of there's a couple of kids in my family. I call them kids, but they're about to turn 14, and this is like when they play, this is what they're doing. They're going out and exploring and getting hurt all the time, and trying to see how far they can push themselves. And that's because they're in their cowboy stage. Maybe they're, as you get a little bit older, early 20s, you go traveling to places, seeing what you could do and how you can do it. You're more daring. But this is a necessary stage because it's good to test limits as men, in a safe way, of course. Next, we have the warrior, or the fighter. This stage usually in a man's late teens and 20s. Excuse me. So he says I remember in the book he says 20s to 30s. I meant to write that. Is about developing a resilient heart and fighting for a cause. So this is about discipline and a mission. The summary of this is the warrior learns to fight for something larger than himself. This stage is about discipline, training, and developing a resolute heart that won't back down. He learns to face evil, to stand up for justice, and to pursue a mission with dedication. This is where he learns to battle for his own heart and the hearts of others. And then he mentions this. In men is always a warrior because we serve a warrior God. So he's saying through all these stages, you'll see a warrior in all of them. But this stage right here is particular because this is where men are finding more about their purpose, more about what am I going to stand for in life. And I just want to point out, if you don't believe we serve a warrior God, I want to show you this verse right here. I know everybody likes to paint Jesus as a sissy. I don't. Matter of fact, it's the complete opposite. I'm going to show you how God is a warrior. Revelations, the book of Revelations, in chapter 19, verses 11 through 16, it says this, describing Jesus coming back for his second time. It says, I saw heaven standing open, and there before me was a white horse, whose rider is called Faithful and True. With justice he judges and wages war. His eyes are like blazing fire, and on his head are many crowns. He has a name written on him that no one knows but he himself. He is dressed in a robe dipped in blood. Yeah, that sounds like a wimp. Yeah, he just has his robe dipped in blood. And his name is the Word of God. The armies of heaven were following him, riding on white horses and dressed in fine linen, white and clean. Coming out of his mouth is a sharp sword with which to strike down the nations. He will rule them with an iron scepter. He treads the winepress of the fury of the wrath of God Almighty. On his robe and on his thigh he has the name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And this right here, when it says right here, his name is the Word of God, this literally goes back to John's Gospel, where he says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. They're talking about Jesus. Jesus is coming in dressed in a robe dipped in blood, and he's going to wage war. We serve a warrior God. This guy is not messing around. So I wrote, men should be warriors before, or he wrote, men should be warriors before being lovers. Too many young men don't have questions and answers, and as a warrior, they have no mission in their lives, and they take it to a woman to find validation and a reason for living. I've seen this so many times where we find men who are weak and pathetic, and so instead of finding the answers they need in life and finding fulfillment and purpose through the Lord, they find it in a woman, or they put that burden on a woman. That's not her job. That's your job, is to lead her, not her to lead you. Your job as a man is to take care of your wife, not for her to take care of you. I mean, yeah, there is to that to an extent, but when it comes to nurturing, that's you as a man. So what we find is men who don't get answers in life, don't go through these stages here, they will bring this to a woman. I know I've done this in the past, and it does not work. The fourth stage is being a lover, the heart, where the heart awakens. This stage, often overlapping with the warrior, involves the awakening of the heart to beauty, intimacy, and passion. So the summary here, it says, this isn't just, it's the core characteristics of passion and awakening beauty. This isn't just about romantic love, though that is part of it. The lover stage is about a man's heart coming alive. He learns to appreciate beauty in nature, art, music, to love deeply, and to be romanced by God. He moves from just fighting against things as a warrior to fighting for things like beauty, relationship, and his family. He learns to offer his strength in a gentle, life-giving way. So I think of this is more of a romantic side, but I think of the scripture Song of Songs, where he writes poems to his lover, and it's very romantic and sexual in nature. And so when we see this, we're seeing a man who is going to his lover state, and this is important because while you may be a warrior, in order to refine your strength, you have to be able to do it with this lover side of you. And I like this. He says, learns to offer his strength in a gentle, life-giving way. I remember when I used to work out, I used to like leg press, like 8 plates and do all these different things. I was incredibly strong, and I'd throw my weight around and act all tough and stuff. But something that I had done differently later on that actually gave me true strength was, instead of trying to do more weight less times, I started to build up endurance and do less weight more times. And that's kind of how this portion of our life is instead of trying to almost bloat our strength, we're concentrating it, we are focusing it to be disciplined. And in that discipline, we see our strength come hand in hand with love. We don't have to trade one for the other. Immature men usually have to trade love for strength or strength for love. They can't do both. So when you get to your lover stage, there's a lot of discipline that comes there and an appreciation for beautiful romantic things, more of appreciation for life and nature, as it says here, and so on. All right, we're almost done here, so bear with me, my friends. So the fifth stage is the king. So it says right here, this stage is of maturity, often in your 40s or 50s, is about using strength and influence for the good of others. The core characteristics is the benevolent leadership and provision. So the summary of this is a king rules over a kingdom. This could be his family, his business, his community, or his sphere of influence. A good king, in Eldridge's view, this is what John Eldridge says, is not a tyrant, but a servant leader. He uses his power, resources, and wisdom to protect, provide for, and bless the people under his care. He brings order and abundance to his realm. A midlife crisis, like I said, usually is an undeveloped man going back and fulfilling his desires as a boy. So let me just tell you guys, you don't get to become a king or the servant ruler if you are stuck being a boy. You have to go through these stages right here, or you're going to end up having a midlife crisis. It is what it is. And I will say that for this stage, we do see this with Jesus. All these stages we see with Jesus. We see him in Luke as not just the loved son, but we also see him become the cowboy in the temple, where he is pushing his limits and asking questions about things. We then see him become a warrior, and then a lover as he's teaching. Then we do see him become a king and a king's servant. He even says, "For the Son of Man did not come to serve, but to be served, but to serve." And this is important because he's humbling himself. He's stronger and more powerful than you and I, and he comes to serve us. Matter of fact, he washes his disciples' feet, and he tells them to do the same for others. The last stage of this is the sage, the wise elder. The final stage of man's life, where his focus shifts to guide the next generation. The core characteristic is wisdom and mentorship. So the summary, having walked through the other stages, the sage has a wealth of experience and wisdom to share. He is no longer focused on building his own kingdom, but on mentoring and fathering younger men. He provides counsel, perspective, and guidance, becoming a source of wisdom and stability for his community. You might see someone become an elder at a church. That's a good example of this. Through this, we don't want to lose our childlike innocence and curiosity. He talks about this in the book. So it's important, because Jesus says we should be like children to live in his kingdom. But even though we're elders, there is an innocence about us, a childlike curiosity for other things, so that we could be soft still in this older age, or more wise age towards God and others. So all these stages have a season of when they will come to go or come to be, but it's important we live through all of them. So I'm just going to tell you guys right now, this will be a part 1 and part 2 video, and in that we will be talking about the various stages, so please bear with me in that. This right here is important that we go through these stages so that we can prime our hearts to be led to God, because one day we'll be with him in glory for those of us who believe, and in that we need to be bearing fruit. To bear fruit in the kingdom of God means that we as men are mature and masculine, that we're not folding to what society tells us masculinity is. I don't care what anybody says. Being a tough macho guy is not what masculinity is. These stages of life is how masculinity is built. Masculinity is secure, it's strong, it empowers, it serves. The leadership, a masculine leader is a servant to his people. A masculine leader is someone who will is willing to roll their sleeves up for the good of others, even when, hey, they may have put the work in themselves, but they're leading other people to do great things. A masculine leader is willing to go through the hard times with us, even when it's inconvenient. So I want to challenge you, men, and ask you this question. What part of life are you in? Are you in boyhood? Doesn't matter how old you are. Are you the cowboy? Are you the warrior? Are you the lover? Are you the king? Or right now, are you the sage? I am going to guess that most of us are not going to be at this point till a later part of our life. But wherever you are, I want you to ask yourself, did you go through the other steps first to get your fulfillment and to get the approval of God so you can have reassurance in yourself? I wanted to dedicate this time here so that you guys could focus on this, because going forward, it's going to be important for us to understand what these stages mean in order for us to be successful. With that, I'm going to pray for you, and I hope that you will like and subscribe if you enjoyed this study. We will continue reading from pages 18 and on if you have the book. I don't know what that is in the audio Bible or audio book. I appreciate it. But let me pray for you. Lord, I thank you for whoever is watching. I thank you that they are here. I pray, Lord, that you would father them where they're at, that you would be with them, and that you would soften their hearts, that they would receive other men to father them and to guide them, just as you are fathering them and guiding them. Lord, soften our hearts that we may have a posture to hear you and to move in the direction you want us to. We thank you for all that you're doing. In Jesus' name, amen. With that, thank you guys so much. I will see you next time in the next study. Let's continue our Terraria, our Stardew Valley live stream. Okay, I did this so that we can do this. All right, we are now in day 10. So we have this fish ready to go for the thing. Actually, guys, you know what? I think we're going to wrap up here. We got quite a few days in. I believe it was 10. So let me leave you with this scripture. So this right here is Psalm 5. We'll do day 10 next time. So Psalm 5 says this. Listen to my words, Lord. Consider my lament. Hear my cry for help, my King and my God. For to you I pray. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my request before you and wait expectantly. For you are not a God who is pleased with wickedness. With you, evil people are not welcome. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. You destroy those who tell lies. The bloodthirsty and deceitful, you, Lord, detest. But I, by your great love, can come into your house. In reverence, I bow down toward your holy temple. Lead me, Lord, in your righteousness because of my enemies. Make your way straight before me. Not a word from their mouth can be trusted. Their heart is filled with malice. Their throat is an open grave. With their tongues they tell lies. Declare them guilty, O God. Let their intrigues be their downfall. Banish them for their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. For more like this, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button. You guys, with that, I'm going to be wrapping up here. I didn't realize the time. I appreciate this, you guys bearing with me with this study going longer. We got through a good 5 days in the game. So next time, what we'll be doing is continuing our garden here. We've got some work to do. I have those 9 cauliflowers that we can plant, so I'll be doing that. We'll turn in the, what is this, sardine? We'll turn in the sardine to the community center, and we will also see if we can get enough copper to upgrade some of our tools here. It would actually be really cool if we can upgrade 1 or 2 of our tools before the end of spring. So, with that being said, have a great week, you guys. Please comment below if you have any questions that are in regards to the Bible, the Word. I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you next time on Virtual Shepherd.